Well, guys, this Snow White movie that's coming out by Disney, this thing is in real trouble. It seems like Disney is not able to please anyone with this movie. It's going to be an unmitigated disaster. Now, I remember a few years back, this is actually during the writer's strike, and they actually had like stand-in actors, and those the first images that actually came out, and people were wondering, man, this picture looks bad. It wasn't Rachel Zegler Snow White that had a stand-in actress, since like the actors couldn't actually do anything then. And then they had these 7 people that weren't dwarves. And we were thinking, what is this? This clearly is not Snow White. And then Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones comes out. You know, he's a little person too. And he was actually slamming the idea of actually having dwarf actors in this movie. So what did Disney do? They used CGI dwarves for the movie. You can see right here, this is the image right here. So now we got another problem now. It seems like some dwarf actors now are planning a protest. Why? Because Disney did not use actual dwarves. What do you make of this?
I think that either if they use CGI or the real dwarf, no one is going to see it. But I'm just saying that this is a classic movie, and if you're going to do live action, might as well use the real,
Yeah, but the
little people.
Well, the thing is, look here. It says dwarf actress Allie Chapman. She's a woman. Said the remake is a total travesty. Her husband, who is also a dwarf, said, "We've been totally shut out, but we're not going down quietly. It's hard enough in Hollywood. Everyone's trying to make their dreams come true. When you're a little person, opportunities are few and far between. I was born to play Dopey." And this is a picture right here of Allie Chapman and her husband right there. They're not happy with this at all. So they're actually planning on a protest. I believe this is supposed to happen at Disney's headquarters. Yeah, they're planning a protest outside Disney Studios since they're actually using CGI dwarves now. Now, of course, Peter Dinklage, this is what he said down here. Where was it at? Oh, right here. It says, this all started with actor Peter Dinklage, who upon hearing about the remake lashed out at the idea of including dwarves. Quote, "It makes no sense to me. You're progressive in one way, but then you're still making that fucking backwards story about 7 dwarves living in a cave together." He didn't like it. And you know what? It probably doesn't affect him because Peter Dinklage, he's in quite a few things. His height is not affecting him. He's not looked upon as one of these, all right, we need him just because he's small. Of course, he was in Tyrion. He was in what was that movie? That movie I'm thinking of? X-Men movie. He's been in other stuff, and it wasn't because of his height. But a lot of these dwarf people with dwarfism, they get the roles because they don't really have a lot of opportunities. But he has a lot of opportunities. So now he's coming out there and slamming the idea of Disney doing this. And Disney, they said, all right, we just have CGI. And now they're making nobody happy.
I don't mind seeing the little people. I mean, when I watch Pink Jenkins in Game of Thrones, I don't make fun of him or anything. It just, to me, he's an actor.
Yeah.
And he's a good actor to me.
Yeah.
So, but I think, yes, for little people, it's kind of hard to have opportunity, and it's it's really, if normal were in society, if you have some disability or mental illness, it's hard to find job. And
Probably not as an actor. I mean, quite a few of these people are probably crazy in the head in Hollywood, but still.
yeah, and I know there may be some people who will laugh at them, but there's other people that don't laugh at them if they are in a movie or TV show. It just, like, for me, I look at them, oh, they are acting. I would see if they act good or not, and what role do they play. That's it.
Yeah, but in this case here, this is a live action Snow White movie, and the dwarves are actually CGI. So this would have been a golden opportunity to actually get 7 dwarf actors, probably more, to actually be in this movie.
Yes.
But
And
Peter Dinklage messed that up, I guess.
yes, and I just think if they do a live action, they should use the real little people.
Yeah. But then it's too late now. It's too late. I mean, this movie's in a lot of trouble with Rachel Zegler running her mouth, Peter Dinklage running his mouth. Disney is pleasing no one now at this point.
No. I think if they use the real people, it's a win-win situation. If the little people get the role, they play good, they have more opportunity to get more role.
Yeah.
And the audience will like the movie better.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know, probably the most famous dwarf actor was actually Kenny Baker, who played R2D2
Oh, really?
in Star Wars. Yeah. He was in that. He was in Time Bandits. I love that movie. Kenny Baker was in that movie. He had a small role in Amadeus also as well. He comes to mind. And of course, Vern Troyer comes to mind as well, mainly because of Austin Powers. He was Mini-Me in there. And of course, Peter Dinklage. I mean, that's like the only 3 that I can actually think of that, you know, that had like mainstream success, even though they had dwarfism. So, but they have it, man. What do you guys think of this here? A protest by actors with dwarfism to Disney because they didn't actually use live action dwarf people to actually fulfill the roles of Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. So I'm assuming that the 7 Dwarfs are the only ones that are not going to be real people in the movie. So gonna leave right there, guys. We'll be back tomorrow in another video. Until then, be safe.
Goodbye.